Afghan villages where a US soldier allegedly went on a shooting rampage. The Taliban earlier vowed revenge for the killing of 16 civilians on Sunday. The US has apologized but said that troops will not leave sooner than planned. But the patience of the Afghan people may well be running out, as RT's Gayane Chichakyan reports.
16 innocent Afghan villagers slaughtered in cold blood, 9 of them children. U.S. officials are going out of their way to present the American surgeon who apparently committed the massacre as just one bad apple.
This incident is tragic and shocking and does not represent the exceptional character of our military and the respect that the United States has for the people of Afghanistan.
This is not who we are.
In no way does he represent the ethics and the morality of the American serviceman and servicewoman, and I think Afghans understand that.
But Afghans don't seem to be buying that at all. The rage and humiliation felt by Afghan people appear to be way beyond what apologies can make up for. They've heard them all before, in the last few months, all too often, and each one very similar to the next. Just weeks ago, the White House apologized for the burning of the copies of the Quran by U.S. troops, an incident that triggered a surge of violence.
This was a deeply unfortunate incident that does not reflect the great respect our military has for the religious practices of the Afghan people.
And weeks before that, in January, apologies again over footage showing U.S. Marines urinating on dead Afghans.
These actions do not represent the values of the vast majority of coalition forces who serve their nations honorably.
Contrary to what U.S. officials say, some analysts believe that those incidents are symptomatic of how the military operation in Afghanistan works.
It is increasingly the case that this is looking like a brutal occupation which is killing a large number of Afghans, where Afghans feel themselves humiliated and insulted, and where incidents like this will be regarded as symbolic of exactly what is wrong with the American occupation. It is an absolutely cynical operation to say that they're going to keep the troops here in Afghanistan for another 3 years. How many more people will die? How many more incidents like this? The only solution to this is to bring the troops home, and for these governments to stop intervening in countries where they have absolutely no right to intervene.
Copious apologies handed out by the administration don't seem even to appease war critics back home, let alone the Afghan people.
But what about the whole idea of invading a country and occupying a country and disturbing their country, creating hundreds of thousands of refugees and suffering? Does it ever get to a point where apologizing about the Quran is rather minor to some of the other problems that we have created?
The Taliban has vowed it will take revenge, and analysts expect a fresh surge of violence.
Children shot in the head, women slaughtered. It's incidents like the latest soldiers' rampage in Afghanistan that extremists of all kinds use to attract new people to their ranks. Those new recruits go out to kill. Not even the most heartfelt of apologies can change the minds of people dead set on revenge. It becomes a vicious circle that breeds even more danger, spreading far beyond the borders of Afghanistan. I'm Gayane Chichakyan reporting from Washington, RT.
Militants have attacked a government delegation visiting one of the 2 Afghan villages where a US soldier allegedly went on a shooting rampage. The Taliban earlier vowed revenge for the killing of 16 civilians on Sunday. The US has apologized but said that troops will not leave sooner than planned. But the patience of the Afghan people may well be running out, as RT's Gayane Chichakyan reports.
16 innocent Afghan villagers slaughtered.